Hollywood's latest it factor is a squeaking tank. Continue to follow your dreams. If I said I want to shufflecock your uvula, would I have said something filthy? Shockingly, no. If you really are you, what harmless conspiracy theories do you believe in? If you can believe Father's Day is over, but that dad jokes don't stop, let's Mad Libs it. What up? Welcome. It is Mad World Mad Libbed. My name is Drew Hansen. I'm your host. I see no other reason to hesitate. Rapid fire randoms. There were only 25 episodes of the original Scooby-Doo show. 16 more were added in 1978. There's been a steady stream of reboots and spin-offs ever since. The first black video game character was in an Atari game called Basketball. It was in 1979. It also features the jazzy, sweet Georgia Brown. During the 1960s Batman TV series, Robin said 356 different things after the word holy during his catchphrase. They include holy armadillo, holy hamburger, holy grammar, and holy unrefillable prescriptions. The International Space Station, not to be confused with the International House of Pancakes, is the most expensive thing that has ever been built. The estimated cost is more than $100 billion. Because in every Happy Meal, there's a toy, McDonald's is the largest distributor of toys. This past Friday the 13th, is the only Friday the 13th that will happen in 2025. The next won't happen until February 2026. Rats are able to laugh. We just can't hear it because it is not in our audible range. Bummer. Bill Lear, the guy who invented Lear jets, also invented the 8-track tape player. But more important, one of his daughters was named Shonda. You gotta be kidding me. Shonda Lear? Shonda. You gotta be kidding me. The 1956 Summer Olympics were held in Melbourne, Australia, as well as Stockholm, Sweden. Stockholm was chosen to hold equestrian events because horses couldn't be brought into Australia under quarantine regulations. Large part of Antarctica was covered in rainforest 90 million years ago. Every human being on the planet have 99.9% of the exact same DNA. It was a yikes moment pretty much the whole weekend with Donald Trump's military parade as tanks squeal past in awkward silence. Several aspects of Trump's military parade have gone viral since it took place on Saturday, from lackluster crowds to empty stands to even a now viral squeaky tank. The president, when proclaimed in the lead up to his 250th celebration of the U.S. Army that thousands of people would be in attendance, was hit with bad weather and even a worse crowd. Perhaps the visual that took the cake was the post to X showing the tank squeaking down Constitution Avenue. In the video, which now has over 10 million views, the tank can be heard squeaking its way down Washington, D.C. streets as it passes half-filled bleachers. To make matters worse, there's absolutely no one talking, no music playing, making the whole experience uncomfortable for both viewers and attendees. Have you ever heard an uncommon word that catches your attention because it sounds like something naughty, but it's totally innocent? People are listing words that sound erotic but aren't, and there are some very amusing ones. Here they are, along with actual meanings. Dongle. It's a device that can be plugged into a hardware port on a computer. Uvula. The little fleshy hanging ball in the back of your throat. Homo erectus. The first human species to evolve like a human, like a body. Succulent, full of juice, a type of plant. Penal code. That's a document that compiles all of a jurisdiction's criminal law. Cockles. Those are small, edible. There's some similar to clams. Shuttlecock. That's the object that's struck back and forth within the game of badminton. Vestibule. It's a passage between the exterior and the interior of a structure. Fallacious. Yeah, it's deceptive or misleading. Lickety split. Just quickly. Kumquat. It's a small little fruit. Let's be honest, most conspiracy theories are not all that, no matter how far Uncle Rick goes down the rabbit hole. But there are some smaller, harmless conspiracy theories that could have a little bit of truth. BuzzFeed has the list of them, so let's put on our tinfoil hats. 1. Starbucks misspells customers' names on purpose. This way, the customer takes a picture of their misspelled cup, posts it on socials, and Starbucks gets free advertising. Number 2, your phone's microphone is constantly hot and is always listening for keywords for advertising. Number 3, Area 51. You know the aliens thing? It's a publicity stunt by the government to hide where the real testing facility is. Next, lotteries are traps to catch time travelers. Next, PETA is controlled opposition run by the meat industry, designed specifically to make animal rights activists look bad. Finally, Bigfoot is blurry in real life. It was never the camera. It was always Bigfoot being that blurry. If you are 30 years old or older, you'd hear the classic screeching dial-up internet tone and to be transported back to a time filled with Smashing Pumpkins and Blockbuster Video. If you are younger than that, it probably means nothing. Millennials, Gen X, and Boomers are listing nostalgic sounds from their childhoods the younger generations will never hear. 1. A floppy disk being read. What's a floppy disk? The clink of those seat metal buckles. A cassette rewinding faster until that final thump. The squeaky opening of the AIM door. A host asking smoking or non-smoking. The phone recording, if you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and dial your operator. The ka-chunk of the manual credit card thing. The squeak or the crank of the windows on cars. The staticky sound from those gray computer speakers whenever the phone was ringing. That little static discharge when you turned off the old tube TV. Casey Kasem on American Top 40. The sound of the quarter dropping into the coin return of a payphone. Dot matrix printers. Finally, the intercom at Kmart. Hey, your parents are looking for you. Hey, your parents are looking for you. It basically said, hey, your parents are looking for you. The average American gets 20 minutes to themselves every day. Everyone has stuff they want to do in their free time, but not everyone has the free time to do it. According to a new report, the average American gets 9.5 hours to themselves monthly, which is not a lot. That's about 570 minutes, but it breaks down to actual 2 hours and 20 minutes a week, which means 20 minutes per day. The most common things that get in the way are work commitments, family obligations, financial constraints, social obligations, and finally, guilt. And people would still be willing to cough up major cash for a free day of peace and quiet. The average American would pay $2,522 for a totally free day. Parents would be willing to pay $1,147 up to $3,668. Parents are desperate to get freedom. The report also says people would be willing to pay an average of $340 just for one extra hour of sleep Overall, 53% of people say they need more alone time than they're currently getting. Nearly 30% admit to blowing off a partner, friends, family, just to get some free time to themselves. Their excuses like, I'm not feeling well, I have a lot to do, I have a headache, I have an appointment. These are things everybody says to me. Oh shoot, my phone's about to die, I can't talk. Yeah, they just don't want to see it. Ooh, adjective, a place. Noun, an animal. Verbing ending in ing, plural. We have a Mad Libs. Go.
Where can you meet a nice, normal uvula to date? Sure, there are traditional avenues like the workplace or blockbuster video. But here are some other creative, fallacious ways. Show off your sexy athletic skills by joining a Atari ball team at a rec center. Walk your favorite four-legged house of pancakes at the local Armadillo Park. Attend a laughing class at a community college. Look for antique prescription hats for your collection at a flea market. Suggestively squeeze the largest, juiciest generations while exploring the nostalgic farmer's market. Misleads with hundreds of other crazy bleachers as part of a flash mob. Volunteer to plant crowds at a neighborhood park. Try daring, space station defying new adventures like sky rewinding. Go to cultural events like penal code museums or wacky juice tastings. Do cardio or lift theories at the gym in your tightest tank top. You'll feel fit and look jazzy.